Hey everybody, El Cheapo Deluxe here. Welcome to the good life. Hey everybody, El Cheapo Deluxe here. How y'all doing today? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Hey, I told you the other day, actually I'd done a couple videos on some of the stuff I've been doing. Started doing some leather work about 5 months ago, just for Christmas or whatever. Made a couple belts, a couple purses, some holsters, made a couple magazine holsters. What else did I make? Oh, some book covers, like journal type leather book covers. But anyway, I got this this stamp that I ordered for leather, made out of brass. I had it designed and had it made. I don't know if you can see it real well. This is it here. Stick it underneath this other camera here and see if we can see it any better. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I use this to stamp my leather. It's kind of a maker's mark or whatnot, whatever you want to call it. But I did notice that, I think it's because it's so wide, that it gives a good impression, but just not good enough. You can see it there. It's just not as deep as I want it to be. So, and that's hitting it with a hammer. And I don't know, it's just me or what, but picked up something today at Harbor Freight that I want to give a try. I haven't opened the box yet. I'll open it with y'all and we're going to take a look at it and see if it does a better job on this. Hang on just a second. Okay, so this is what I picked up. It is a 2,000 pound max pressing force. Actually, it says 1 ton. Well, that'd be 2,000 pounds. Arbor press. So I wanted to give this a try to see if it worked, and we'll see how well it works, and see if you can buy cheap leather working tools at Harbor Freight. So let's get this box open and see what we got. My trusty knife here. I've not had bad luck with Harbor Freight stuff. I mean, some stuff is hit and miss. You definitely don't want to buy like their hand tools because they're kind of cheap. So I stick to buying the good hand tools. Anyway, let's open this box and see what we got here. We got some instructions. Might need those, might not. I think this thing weighs 2 tons too, or a ton. It's heavy. I guess it's all in one piece. It doesn't look like. You know, I'm going to put this on the floor. All right. There it is. Nothing else in the box. Let's give a quick little rundown on this. See what the box says. Heavy cast iron construction. Yeah, I'll tell you that. It is heavy. Large base, slotted table plate. Max working diameter 8 inches. That'd be good enough for what I got to do. Max working height 5.5 inches. Yeah. Anyway, not much more information on the box than that, other than it's heavy. So let's get this thing opened up. Let me move this camera over here. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, so we got this mess going on here. I guess that's the, look at there, I'm breaking stuff already. All right, there's that. That came out of there. I did drop a piece. Let me pick it up. You know, I'm gonna start making comedy videos maybe. All right. So those aside. Let's put them right back in the box. And man, when I say this thing's heavy, it takes 2 hands to pick it up. This must just be the Arbor plate, whatever they call it. Bear with me here, folks. I'm sorry. You know, wasn't really prepared to make this video. I kind of was just thinking about it on my way home. So we're gonna get through it, though. We'll get through it together. Just curious to see if this will give me a better impression on that leather. And then I'll come back and make another video on how well this thing holds up. I guess we better sit this underneath there to keep it from dropping. I think we may have to get out the instructions and just take a quick peek. Just kind of how it's supposed to go together. Doesn't really say how you're supposed to set that when you first put it in. Maybe it doesn't matter. Not sure what that's for. Let's see. A locking pin? I don't see no locking pin. Do you all see a locking pin anywhere? I don't think that's it. Yeah, down at the bottom of the box. Locking pin. Quit laughing. All right, so I guess that locking pin just kind of locks that handle in place. That's what it looks like to me. Exactly what it does. Just keeps that handle from coming out. This, not quite sure. We'll see. But it goes on the other side of that once you put it through to keep it from sliding out. Sure does. All right. Man, pretty easy. Get a little Allen wrench here and tighten that up on there. That appears to be the right size. I'm sure these other screws mean something, these bolts and nuts on there. I'll check out on those later, but looks like it's how you can maybe take it apart and grease it if you needed to. All right, I'm going to take some of this leather here. I'm not sure if these are both Herman Oaks or not, but I'm going to wet them both. We're going to stamp them both. Get this out of the way a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. You see, I'm just going to get it good and wet. For all you leather workers out there, you know how wet it's supposed to be. I'm going to probably not get it cased properly. I just really want to see what this does with that stamp. Hopefully I don't break my new stamp. Anyway, if you want a stamp like that, I got it on Amazon. No, I got it on Etsy. I just searched for like brass leather stamps customized or something, and that's what I came up with. Took a few weeks to get it because it came from you know where. Probably the same place this thing came from. This looks like that. Needs to sit down in that little hole right here. Sure does. Then it spins around. I'll probably have to get a bigger piece of metal for that. And I've seen they make feet for this too. So, you know what? I may need to come out here more so it's more centered. Yeah, it's probably better like that. All right. Now I put this handle on here. I'm going to have to take, oh, look, come right off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set my leather in there. I'm going to put this down on top of it. Just give it a little press. Let's put a little bit more water on this leather because I am not sure there's really enough on there because it's some pretty thick leather. Now, I'm just doing this off the cuff because I've never used one of these before. Never had one. I just know when you're using this, you got to hit that thing hard. So I wanted to try that. This must be the Herman Oaks. That must be something else. I think it's cased good enough. All right. Just going to sit that right on there like that. Wish me luck. Look, I need to pull that out just so I can get some more leverage on it. All right. Huh. Not too bad. It could be deeper, I think. And wet that leather a little bit more. I got some more room. I can do this. We ain't got nowhere to be. Just hang out with me for a few minutes. Get the leather good and wet. Got me dropping everything. Yeah, it's probably going to take longer for that to soak into that leather a little bit more. Go ahead and try this one. I can feel that one kind of going in there. Yeah. What do you think? Huh? You know what I think? I think I need to pause this camera for a few minutes, wet this down, let it leather get really good and wet, and then we'll come back and try it again. So hold that thought. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. Been about, I gave about 10 minutes. While I was sitting out there, I thought of something else. I might put something underneath that leather to see if it helps a little bit, maybe give it a little bit more give. But let's give this one more try with just on that steel plate. It does feel a little bit softer on that leather now. I can see if this works and I decide to keep it, I'm going to have to bolt that thing down. Yeah, it's still not getting all the way. You can see it's getting real good at the top part. Maybe that's just the way where I've got it sitting on that stamp. I'll move it around a little bit. Let's try this other piece of leather. All right, moment of truth. Yeah, really not much better. I don't know if that was, it's going to have to be pretty wet or not. But let's go ahead and do what I was thinking about trying. This is the little punch board. It's kind of spongy. We'll try that underneath the leather, see if that works. Oh, here we go. Make a fool of myself every time I try to do something. Yeah, I think I did it. It gave it a little bit more even. Had some give to it. So, yeah. Gonna have to work with this a little bit more, get it figured out a little bit better. But that, I think that does leave a better impression than actually hitting it with the other one. Let's try this. I think this is the Herman Oaks, or maybe that was, shoot, I don't know. This piece is a little bit wetter though. Man, definitely gonna have to bolt that thing down if I decide it's gonna work. Yeah. Kind of did okay. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Without pulling out that piece of marble, I'm gonna take this stamp. I'm gonna hit it with the mallet. or my rubber hammer, just to show you the difference. Put that right beside. Let's go over here where it's a little bit wetter. Take this rubber hammer here. I hold it down here so it doesn't bounce on me. You see, I had to hit that thing like 5 times. And yeah, it didn't give the impression that that did. Got a better impression here. So I think this may be it, but I'm gonna have to do some different little things on it. Try that with that underneath this. No, it didn't work well either. It worked well when I had it on the marble slab. Or, you know, that's what I came up with. I'm just curious to see when this leather dries if that impression holds a lot better with that Arbor press. See, that bounced on me. I ain't got near enough casing on that leather. Anyway, we gave it a shot. I'll work with this a little bit more and I'll come back and let you know how it worked out. I think it's going to work out once I get some leather that's been cased a little bit better. You know, this is just kind of off the cuff and didn't get that leather really cased real well, but it is putting a good impression on there, nice and even, once I started using that. Tell you what, let me give it one more shot on here with this Arbor press. Spot here looks fairly juicy. One more shot and I'll let you get out of here, folks. I know you guys got things to do too. I can feel that leather giving. So it feels like it's getting in there to make an impression. There we go. Definitely made a better impression that time. You see it now. Just let the leather dry and we'll see how good that impression stays in there. The stamp seems to be fairly deeply made. I mean, it is awfully big stamp though. I mean, a lot of it's got to do with probably how the size of it. But anyway, folks, I'll come back and let you know how this all works out. And you take care. Appreciate you watching. Check out some of my other videos. Sure to like, share, and subscribe. Share this little fiasco with your friends. Get a good chuckle out of it. I don't know what else to say. I really wasn't prepared to do this video, but man, I wanted to. I wanted it to come out good too. Anyway, have a good laugh, and I'll see you next time. As always, be safe. Take care. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps.